Hi, and welcome to the presentation for my final project for CS6460 Educational Technology. This project is to develop a virtual field trip to Los Angeles Natural History Museum. In this project, I put more emphasis to create the virtual field trip with high learning goal and learning quality instead of showcasing this as a technology demonstration. During the research phase, I studied many papers and articles about the benefits of field trip and pros and cons of virtual field trips. Several past works have confirmed the multiple benefits of field trip outside the classroom. But the real field trips, in-person field trips, also have uh, some disadvantages. They are usually expensive to conduct and difficult to manage logistically. Participation to field trip are usually less for students with disabilities and female students for various concerns. To overcome some of these issues of real field trips, virtual field trips are gaining popularity. Although the experience and impact from the real field trip cannot be replaced by the virtual field trip, they do provide an useful alternative. Now, there are mainly two types of VFT that exist today or are being developed. One is truly immersive virtual reality based, and another one is interactive digital media delivered on web platforms. The first one is really expensive to both create and to view, as they need very expensive hardware and gears, and that is why they're not so practical to deploy for public schools or for individuals. So that is why the second one is gaining popularity, and that's the focus for this project. Now, there are some research and development going on for to develop virtual field trips in both academic and industry domain. One example is shown over here in the screenshot, which is the VFT developed for Grand Canyon by the ETX department in Arizona State University. Now, this VFT is a very high quality, which uses high resolution images and video tutorials, and you can zoom into the canyon wall and look at it more closely. But even though this VFT is of high quality, except for examples like that, most of other VFTs that exist today are not that high quality in terms of learning or pedagogic value. Many of them just follow a linear path, or they do not provide much interaction with the content. Some VFTs may provide good quality content, but the structure and presentation may not be that interesting. So my proposed project here targeted to create a VFT with high teaching quality, as well as use the design principles from human-computer interaction. The path through the museum and exhibits should be discoverable and feel natural. There should be flexibility in terms of visiting different exhibits, and it will try to create a balance between guiding the students to follow the intended path or as well as allow them to explore. Now, the VFT should have high image quality, and it should allow interaction with the artifacts. Now, I also intended to evaluate the learning outcome from the VFT by taking by adding quizzes at the end. During milestone one, I created some low fidelity wireframe prototypes as I've shown here. I'm not going to go into details for the wireframe. These can be seen from the PDF document. These wireframes were shared in the peer review site for an early evaluation and to get user feedbacks. This is the summary of the feedback. Now, again, I'm not going to read through all of them. You can see them in the PDF document. I incorporated most of these feedbacks to the final VFT as I could fit within the scope of the project and within the project timeline. Then in the next milestone, I created a functional prototype, and that was also a functional prototype of the VFT. And that was created using the online virtual tool builder named Kula.co. Now, this functional prototype was also shared in the peer survey site to get the feedback. And next slide, this one shows the summary from there. Now the feedbacks for the functional prototype are also quite positive. So participants like the image quality, navigation through the VFT, the hotspots to zoom into, and interact with the exhibits, etc. In terms of improvement, most participants reported that the speed and performance of the VFT is quite slow. So this was somewhat expected, as the images that are used to create the VFT are of high resolution, and the 360-degree panorama images are also quite large in size. So the virtual tour as developed in the Kula web platform was kind of slow. Now this This project um, serves as a high quality working prototype which can definitely be improved in future. Now, some other usability feedbacks like going back or zoom out button and things like that has been incorporated or added to the final version. I really appreciate all the feedback that I received through the peer survey. These feedbacks really help to improve my understanding and to improve the quality of the project. So here is the final deliverable of the VFT. The screenshot is shown over here. I'll show a short demo. Let's go ahead and take the demo. So here is the introduction page or the landing page of the virtual field trip to Los Angeles Natural History Museum. This website has been built to host the VFT. Now, in the top menu shows kind of a field trip storyline where you can go through different sections of the exhibits. And in the introduction page, the some information of the museum and the kind of and the different exhibitions are shown. And all these images are which you'll see in this website and in the virtual tour are taken by me. And go through the introduction. This also shows the location. Now, in from the either from the introduction, you can jump to either of the exhibits, or that also can be taken from the top menu. But the main VFT starts from the start tour page. Now here also you can start the tour from the entrance, or it can be you can also jump to a different section from the museum floor plan. But let's go ahead and take the demo of the VFT from the start tour. So here you're in the front of the museum, and you can go ahead, walk through, and then walk through the path and enter the museum. Once you enter the museum, you can go. We enter to the main lobby, and this is a 360-degree image. You can see on the back side where we entered from the museum, and in front of us there is two fossils of dinosaurs in a dwelling fashion. Very beautiful, and you can go ahead and zoom in to by using the hotspots to see a zoomed in version of the fossils from different angles. So this is one, and you can also see, let's say, from the fossils from a different angle. Now let's enter. So one side is one exhibit named Hall of African Mammals, and other side is the Dinosaur Hall. The Dinosaur Hall is the main focus of this VFT. And let's go ahead and enter the Dinosaur Hall. Once we enter, here also there is a 360-degree image where there are different hotspots that you can explore to see the posters or the artifacts in a zoomed in view. There is also pathways to go to the other section of the dinosaur hall. There are hotspots which you can go ahead and take a look at the posters more closely, and that can also be proceeded. So I'll exit from here. You can the website link has been provided, which you can use to explore more. So I'll go to another section of the hall, and you can see this beautiful fossil of the dinosaur in the zoomed in view. Similarly, let's take let's follow the pathways to go to other sections of the exhibits. So for example, we can also see the timeline or the ages of the dinosaur by looking at this hotspot. And the dinosaur hall has actually two halls. The first hall, let's go to the second hall by following the walkway again. This is also another 360-degree image where you can explore and also look at uh, the fossils and the posters more closely by using the hotspots. And other section of the same hall is also a 360-degree image where you can go ahead and explore. So looking at a zoomed in view, for example, this baby T-Rex fossil. If you click, you can see the zoomed in view. So this provides a short demo. Um, you can exit the museum using the other hotspots. So this provides a short demo as I've shown. The website link has been provided, which you can go and explore on your own. So here is a short demo. I'll exit from here. This actually concludes my presentation for the final project. Thank you for listening, and I do look forward to see the feedbacks. Thank you.